Oh, internet. How the hell are you? I missed you. That's that's no fooling. Uh Yesterday I had every intention of still doing this, but what had happened was I was exhausted after work and I laid down and then um I set my alarm and I was just still so sleepy. I just kept sleeping. I slept. I just basically turned that alarm off and just kept right on sleeping. Here's here's the struggle I'm having at the moment. I have no way to know if this is showing you what I wanted to show you. Hey, One World, how you doing today, my friend? I didn't do that intro thing. Welcome to No Nuance. My name is Ren. We're gonna play Gothic 2. Can you see the game? Is that a thing you can see, One World? It's a black screen right now? That's weird. Oh, dang it. Right when I alt-tabbed, it's gonna mess it up. Ah, shit. Here's the problem. Is that every time I alt-tab out of Gothic 2, it fucks up. It starts it cuts off part of the game. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. Well, we played it last time like this. I guess we play it again like this. I wish there was a way that I could actually do windowed mode on this. What I really want is windowed mode. 'Cause then Gothic 1 controls on or off. I feel like we got used to that fire swamp, but okay. Yeah, we could take 2. Let's see how it goes. I really want to quit. There might be a way. I really struggled with getting it to work, like, with all the changes. But, like, my Steam version wouldn't, for whatever reason. Yeah, I know it stopped working. Just go. Just get out of here. Leave. I'm going to restart the game. Thank you. I think it was Shaz sent me an already, like, updated version to launch it. So, like, I've been kind of precarious about making any additional changes. This time I'll leave my OBS visual up so I can see what's happening. See, it hasn't picked up the game yet. Maybe it doesn't pick it up until it actually gets to the game screen. I don't know. I think those piranha had sex with that cow to death. Gotcha. Okay. So that's a thing it does. Is that it doesn't show the game until it's done with all the credit screens. All right. So I really actually wanted to play Soul Reaver tonight, but Soul Reaver is rife with its own problems and difficulties in getting to work the way I want it to work. Yeah. If there's no easy way about it, I could probably research it too. It's just goodness gracious, that's windowed mode really makes streaming just a whole heck of a lot easier because there's things that you want to check and look at It necessitates popping in and out of the game, and it'd be great if it stopped clipping itself when I did that. Anyways, I do also really want to start Soul Reaver, but it had its own difficulties. I tried for about 30 minutes before I started a stream of Gothic 2 to get it working the way I wanted it to work, and I gave up. I gave up, so now we're playing Gothic 2, which is fine. It's good too, but I wanted to try and alternate. Here's the thing, One World. Here's the thing about Gothic 2, is that it seems like it allows for me to play more of an upstanding citizen. The first one really encouraged me to partake in a criminal type environment, and I felt pigeonholed into that experience. Like, it really rewarded me playing dastardly, or at least more dastardly than I would normally play. This one seems like I might be able to be an upstanding citizen. The trouble with that, hey Bio, how you doing tonight? The trouble with that is that now, like, my decisions have a little more consequence as far as morality is concerned. Now, in this current save, we took the pass from the guy who's going to require us to do something later. And it felt sinister. I don't know if I should have taken it, you know? Maybe I should have just worked for the clothing, which I also did. I'm not sure. I feel like I've already made a mistake. I'm not sure what to do about it all. You know what I'm saying? But my silly name puts me back a little bit in the game. If I was going to undo what I did, I probably should have done it off stream, you know? Well, the thing is that is a mixture? Is it okay that we have a mixture? The first question was of course Nausea? What? Who's Nausea? Oh geez, what is happening right now? Why is this so garbagey? It just take a second. Why does Gothic 2 have its own set of wonky controls? Why is it just a whole new version of the wonky controls? Or does it feel like it's kind of close up to the character too? I feel like I got so used to the Gothic 1 universe that this new, also weird Gothic 2 universe has really got me tilted a little bit. All right, so it feels a bit close, but is that normal? Is it supposed to be that close? Like, my game isn't like messed up. It's just how it is. Okay. All right, so here's my dilemma, One World. Like I was saying, I feel more inclined to make my paladin, my normal paladin play, I don't want to go in first person view. That's not a thing that I want to do. um so here's the thing. I only want to know if taking the pass that he offered is going to lead me down a path where I have to do immoral things. I don't want to know what they are. I just want to know, do I have a way out of it in a role play sense, like as a misdeed? Oh man, bio, what is this nonsense? Uh, God damn it! All right, so that I had the feeling that was true. I'm gonna take a step back. We didn't do that much when we played last time. I'm gonna have to be more careful about the things that I do. Oh, God damn it! All right, let's.
Nothing there.
Nothing
Nothing
there.
there.
Nothing there.
Nothing to be had there.
Where are we in this process? I don't actually remember. Okay, we had accessed this.
Hey.
I don't understand what the consequences are to you about witnessing someone get sued, I guess. Maybe that's where my confusion lies, bio. Like, alright, you got sued. Or Sue got sued, but she countersued and she won. So now the other person is in jail. Which I don't know that you normally go to jail as a repercussion for being sued, but that's fine. What I'm failing to see is how it impacts you in the long run. That's is more, I guess. Well, here's the thing.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
Juries don't convict unless it's a unanimous vote. So that means you're not the only one who voted in that manner. In fact, all 12 of you were convinced of the guilt. Although, again, I'm not sure that that's 100% true in like financial suits where someone is just being sued, but maybe it is. All right.
Hey,
Cavalorn. Let's mix it up.
Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
You're in for it now.
Oh, I didn't equip my wolf knife. God damn it. This new targeting system is a bear.
You deserve that, lowlife.
Stop targeting Cavalorn. Please.
You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you.
nothing to plunder.
Alright, hold on. Let me equip my wolf knife. Because that's better. Oh. Is it weird that I feel like so uncomfortable with Gothic 2's controls? Why isn't Cavalorn coming? Okay. Cavalorn figured it out. Is there... One world, is there a shield in this one?
You shouldn't have come here.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay.
You deserve that, lowlife.
Hey, you!
What's happening?
So, that's done.
It's almost a perfect
You
game,
shouldn't have
One
messed
World.
with me.
Almost a perfect game.
Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later. I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city.
Also, is this
Then
pausing...
I'll have a bit more time
This amount of
to take care
pausing,
of
is
my
this normal
equipment.
too?
One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay?
Okay. I'll do that, Cavalor.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Please stop
First
having
buy some decent clothes from the
some
farmers.
pregnant bosses.
Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
I don't know that I said you would be fine. I said I'm not sure how it impacts you. I was confused. But I guess it impacts you in that someone will shoot you for having witnessed and or participated in a jury. But like, who could have predicted that? It did seem to get better, but I didn't know if it got better like because I was talking to different people and like it's just a problem with Cavalorn, or if it got better because like the problem stopped happening. I guess it was a little like that with Zardos too. It stopped being like that once I got to the Flamus.
Nothing to be had there.
Also, why did the bodies move? Huh? Also, One World, I finished Blood Omen. I didn't know I had it in me. It was very trying. Alright, so Cavalorn's back up here. That's a fair assessment. Bio could be a coincidence. I don't know. I don't know, but if it keeps happening, it honestly makes it very, very difficult to play. It's hard to be willing to wait out the weird dialogue. Look at, oh, we got some climbing. We almost made it. Oh, we can almost jump high enough too. Oh, hello, young wolf. Sorry, didn't notice you there.
Nothing to plunder.
Blood Omen is a little rough, my friend. It seems like this is a tall enough jump to get up there, but he's not doing the grabby hands. Do the grabby hands. You hear me, unnamed hero? Yeah, Shaz or there's a couple of Gothic know-it-alls that show up when the Gothic is a running. It seems like I should be able to get up there. This seems like bullshit. Look at that. I should be able to jump up there and then get on the next one and climb this goddamn mountain. Yeah, Blood Omen is very hard to play. Does it seem like it's less close up now? It seems less close up to me now. Maybe I'm crazy. I guess I shouldn't steal. Maybe. Mouse, I don't know. Mouse wheel back seems to do something. I guess if I'm truly gonna go an enlightened path, I shouldn't pillage from this shrine, huh? I guess that's a little rude. Well, all right.
Hey, stranger.
I might still become a drug dealer if it's an option.
You didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict, and we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits.
By bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Well, they won't trouble
Those
you anymore.
bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Because of all the murdering I
dead?
did with
They
Cavalorn.
picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
I'm on my way to
I'm
town.
on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see.
Well, then I
need
need
better
farmer
equipment.
stuff, man.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
Okay.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm.
Oh, dang. My internet's acting real bad tonight, huh? Alright, well, I've got to go.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
What? No.
One less monster
God damn
around.
it, Melith. You and your goddamn swagger walk. My experience.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
I do remember you mentioning Avad, yes.
I'm for the peasants.
Ha!
Do you feel that the time has come for me to watch this VOD?
Drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by?
I don't
After
know.
what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
What's going on
What's
here?
going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on?
Yeah, I
Up till
do.
now,
I already
just after
watched
it
all
goes on,
this.
some
Just
farm-
give me the jobs.
Tell me more.
Onar, they say can't. In any case,
We're catching back up. We just gotta undo. If someone ever crosses you, just eat their arms. That's fair advice, Bio. It might be difficult, like, depending on the size of the arm and how hungry you are.
Who are the...
everybody.
What about...
I'm too close to the city, but I'm glad about that. The king is bleeding. That's why most.
I'm looking for work.
I can't. Well, what I mean is, I could pay you with the things or by the looks of you. Anyway, the small.
All right.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Picking the turnips. How does them being asleep change how big their arms are or how hungry you are? I didn't even mention whether or not they would put up a fight. Just, you know, it sounds like a big meal and like one that's difficult to finish in a single setting. I remember Super Mario 2. Super Mario 2, baby. I picked them turnips.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces. Or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
I guess give me a better
Make
price.
me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
You got anything else for
Have
me?
you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Yeah. I know what they got. I know what they need. I know what your wife needs. I know what your boys in the field need. Well, if I'm gonna try and be my paladin, then probably melee with enough magic to cast healing spells. But I don't know.
Hey, you!
I got turnips.
I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
All right. Give me the gold.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see
I'll
the
go
merchant
buy a
for
frying
you.
pan.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Don't tell me what to do with my money. Now that it's my money. Hey, I remember those things. What does this book have to say to me? Nothing? This isn't an interactable book? Yes, Bio, I recall your suspicions about the wife. And you know what? It's pretty damning. The idea that she wants to fatten them up is pretty damning. Where's old Wino? There he is. What's up,
And how goes
Wino?
the work?
Same as always. Locked the king's...
Yeah, I'm looking for work.
Can I help you?
You know anything?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for...
He offered to...
Fetch me a bottle of wine.
All right, here's your wine.
Here's your wine.
Thanks. Lobart'll only...
I'm head...
And?
Is there anything...
Nope.
Okay.
Is there...
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago.
Oh, that's right. You maybe saw an orc on the edge of the woods, which I'm not sure what direction that means. But thanks for the hot tip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How's our connection been since? Looks like it's been okay. Not great, though. Don't mind me.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city. Am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. You could even be a former I don't care where you
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Alright, so I at least have to get further in the conversation than that.
What do you have to...
The way I can help you. I have here with this interest.
No, you can keep your
paper.
I seem to have misjudged you, huh? Well, do you want something else? Can I interest you in my wares?
Yeah, I need a frying pan.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
The strength requirements on the weapons are so much higher. Bio, how can it be both sad and make you mad? Okay, got a pan. Gotta go.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
What about mixing potions? The wet look of characters is not great. It's not a great look. But at least you dry immediately going inside.
Hey,
I got your pan.
here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Dang.
Can you give me something to eat?
Here, take this. You're a good lad.
Can you give me something to eat?
You've had your portion for today. Come back later.
All right, fine. It's no meat bug ragu, but it'll do. Lobart. You got anything else for me?
Have you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. Get out.
No. All right. Then give me them sensible clothes.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for them then?
How much?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife.
I did.
Vino says you were real help to him. That's saying something. He doesn't usually
gave him
hold
liquor.
day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. Bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any cheaper.
All right.
Give me
them.
the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Oh, I'll think about it. But we've turned over a new leaf. We're no longer having to live by the rules of a penal colony. We're free to be the man we wish we were. Okay, Bio, you'd be right back. And that means integrity. And farmer clothes. Another wolf head. Another sweet harpy. Is this the only painting they have in this world? Is what looks to be a picture of me fighting a harpy? How do people get this? Who was making that painting? And why would they choose harpy? Just to annoy me? Anyways, thanks for all the fish. On the road again. I can't wait to be on the road again. Alright. To Corinus. Is it this way? Then we go this way. With our farmer's clothes. We have to fight bloodflies? Can I swing around them? The only one who saw me fighting harpies was either Diego or what's his face? Lester. Was that his name? Lester?
Psst. Hey, you. Come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool. I could see that right away.
Thanks, Greg.
Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Maybe. Maybe, Greg. You have an oddly normal name in this world of Lobarts, Malice, Cavalorn, Zardis, and then there's Greg. And then there's old Greg. He's just a manfish. He's got a mangina. What you doing in my waters? What do you want, man?
Cut the crap. Tell me what you want.
You see, that's exactly what I mean. Nobody gets anywhere with you just by using pretty words. I knew it. I'm dealing with a tough businessman here. You're a businessman and certainly interested in a small addition to your purse, aren't you?
I don't know. You're kind of piratey.
Are you hiding from someone?
Of course not. What nonsense. I just enjoy standing among the trees so the wind won't blow right into my face. What about you now? Do you want the job?
I don't know. You haven't told me what the job is.
You don't look like someone who has gold.
Well, I certainly don't move in the same circles as a gentleman like you. But you won't refuse my small contribution to your surely considerable fortune, will you? Well, what do you say? Can I count on you?
I don't know, Greg the pirate? What about city guards?
I've got to be going.
So you won't help me? I remember that, pal. We'll meet again.
One more thing.
Listen, kid. I've got important things to do right now. We'll talk again later, got it?
He seems sinister. I feel like I didn't want to do his dirty work for him. Oh, dang, you can zoom out. Yeah. I mean, I'm not that far back from it if I wanted to redo it. What? What the hell is this thing up on the hill? I don't care for that at all. Here's the thing. One world. Is Greg on the level? Is he someone that I actually want to tango with? Or would he be counter to my paladin-like aspirations anyhow? Because that's the sense I was getting. He also didn't take kindly to my lack of helping him. Is this like the new mine crawler? Oh. Don't worry, just go. You can continue about your hill business. I don't like their. Well, Greg is definitely, yeah, obviously Greg's a pirate. There's no question about, but is Greg a good guy? He didn't sound like a good guy. He sounded like he was lying to me about why he was hanging out on the trees.
One more.
Listen, we'll talk again later.
Okay. Well, I may be recatching this up. Well, consequences of not helping him be damned. It's more, is helping him, like, you know, not going to be aligned with our new turned over leaf. That's... Oh, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. This is still your hill. I'm willing to concede that it's your hill. Oh. Okay. City guard.
Nothing there.
This was my kill eventually.
Halt! Are you one of the hands on Lobart's farm? I never seen you here.
I haven't been with Lobart for long.
What you want in the city?
I want to see a blacksmith.
I want to see the blacksmith to have some tools repaired.
Okay, fine. In you go then. And if you see Lobart, you can tell him he should feed his sheep well. We're coming back to him shortly.
Does this gentleman want to have sex with a thick sheep?
Someone's gonna do the work.
Halt, stranger. I am Lothar, Paladin of the King and humble servant.
Oh, the paladin armor is awesome.
Your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagen, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
Give me your armor.
They listen to me.
Who says things like that?
Alright, explain the rules to me.
All right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
No, I was
First,
enthusiastic, not
The
little sigh.
honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter, along with his troops. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens.
I'm honorable.
Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the Paladins. Only the Paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And
Yeah,
third,
I want to be that.
whoever is
'cause I
accused
want
of
your
a
armor.
crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any questions?
Quite obvious.
That was obvious all along.
How do I become a citizen?
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
You listen to the wrong people.
Alright.
I already thought as much.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Where can I find work?
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, The other masters must agree to it. That's the custom here in Corinus. If you were thinking about looking for work in the harbor district, forget it.
You listen to the wrong people.
Why would you say
The
that?
scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
You don't know what I would
Nobody
regret.
will learn anything from me.
I've got my own opinion about that.
What else?
That's really not my problem.
All right. Well, I have an important message.
I have an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagen is not receiving anyone. Lord Andre, the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
As much.
That was obvious all along.
I don't know what I want to do here. All right.
I'd have gone about it differently.
How do I do this?
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
Okay.
I see.
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
You hardly know
Okay.
what to believe these days.
The townspeople are simply disappearing?
Yes, it seems to be more every day. It's most annoying that the militia have still not been able to discover what's behind these strange occurrences. Small wonder that the town's inhabitants are very wary of strangers right now. So don't provoke them when you're in town. Understood?
I've got my own opinion about that.
All right. What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What? You aren't even a member of the militia. You're not even a citizen. How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin?
I'm thinking about
Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary deeds, have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
You listen, friend. I done killed a sleeper demon from another dimension. I'm gonna get that armor, son.
Bad business.
Don't even worry. Don't even think about.
This is gonna change.
All right. Where can I spend the night?
Where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
Believe that.
All right. So what do I got here?
Surprise me.
I already know this.
How
I have
do
to
I
become
get
a
to the
citizen.
upper quarter?
Say, are you listening to me at all? You're not a citizen of this town. You can save yourself the trip. The guards won't let you in.
Listen,
The
man. I
entire
thought
area
you'd
behind
tell me
the inner
something
gate is
new
off
because I still
limits to
have
you.
the option. Fine. I gotta go then.
got to
Don't be a
go.
dick about
As
it.
long as you're in Corinus,
It's a
you
bad
can feel
business.
safe. The king's paladins watch over this city
I
now.
hardly know what to believe anymore.
I'm gonna get that armor, Lothar. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go wear it.
Get that from me.
I'm no better off myself.
Citizen.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I need to find someone who's gonna hire an old chap like
Nothing
me.
you can do about it.
Bowmakers, Deadly Arrow, Regis.
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here.
Just like you said.
I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf.
Because aren't that big of trouble.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
What can you tell me about the militia?
One of the paladins has taken command. A certain Lord Andre. He's trying to mobilize half the city in case the orcs attack. But you need to be a citizen of the town in order to be admitted. As far as I know, if you're not a citizen, you can train anyway. But you won't be officially admitted.
What else can you tell
What
me?
else can you tell me about Lord Andre?
He has taken over the position of judge as well. If you cause any trouble in this town, you're gonna have to answer to him. I was once in a brawl with a citizen. He went crying to Lord Andre and ratted me out. That little matter cost me 50 gold pieces. I was lucky that it happened at night, or others would have witnessed it. The more people complain about you in this town, the higher your penalty will be.
All right. Well,
Who did you fight with?
With
Yeah.
a fellow named Valentino. He often hangs out in the tavern near the temple. I'm not usually a violent person, but that guy needed his face rearranged in the worst way.
I get it. I feel that same way about Kriparian.
Knew that would be a problem.
Has anything exciting happened?
You could say that. They robbed Bosper the Bowmaker. What a brazen thing to do, I tell you. The fellow just ambled into the shop in broad daylight and grabbed himself a bow. And Bosper right after him, hollering, "Stop right there, you rogue!" But the thief was too fast.
I agree with you completely.
Anything?
Has anything
Interesting?
exciting happened?
Oh well, all's quiet. I suppose that when the orcs come, we can't fail to notice.
Okay. Thanks for the talk, Regis. Who's this guy? Mateo's store. I want to like work for. Can I work for a blacksmith? This guy looks like a carpenter. But like forge weapons is a thing, right? That seems like a thing I could do.
New in the city, huh? I'm Brian. I'm Master Harry's
I'm Brian.
apprentice.
Hey, Brian. Hi, I'm new here.
What's it like to be the smith's apprentice?
Why do you ask? You want to be my successor?
Maybe.
Why not? I'm almost done with my apprenticeship, and then I'm gonna leave the city. But not because of Harry. He is a good master. I have learned a lot from him.
I was hit in the head when I was young, so now I talk kind of funny. But I can still grind a sword just fine. Yep, just fine, just fine. That's okay. That's okay, buddy. That's okay, Brian.
Why do you want to leave this town?
Because the people here are getting on my nerves above all the other masters. I still remember what a fuss it was getting accepted as an apprentice with Harry. Really, every one of them jokers had something to say about it. I want to decide for myself who I can or can't take as an apprentice.
Yeah, no, okay.
Who are the other masters?
Well, there's Thorpen the carpenter, Bosper the bowmaker, Constantino the alchemist, and Mateo. He sells armor, but first of all, he's a merchant. All the masters have their houses here on the street, and Constantino's shop is in the underpass to the temple.
Brian, selling armor is being a merchant. You didn't say that he made armor, just that he sold it. That's what merchant is. What do you mean, first of all, he's a merchant? I'm sick of Brian. I'm ready for Brian to leave town. Tell me more about Master
Tell me more
Harad.
about Master Harad.
He's not in a very good mood right now. A few days ago, the paladins came.
He seems to
and
get in a
ordered him
bad mood
forge
every
some
time I
swords
talk
for
to him
them.
for too
They've
long.
even forbidden him to sell swords to anyone else. Now he slaves day and night to finish the job as quickly as possible.
Can I buy weapons from you?
Not really. I'm merely an assistant. The weapons that are made in this smithy are collected by the militia and taken to the towers where they're stored. But if it has anything to do with forging, maybe I can help you.
What can I get from you?
I can sell you some steel billets.
Oh, some steel billets? Why is it so hard for me to see how much money I have? Why is that a thing they've decided to make difficult? Can I still barter? Oh, it's on the top right? Okay. I didn't notice it because it felt so disconnected from the rest of my stuff. Because I know it's in my inventory. Why wouldn't they just, like, force gold to the top? I guess they could just do that. Yeah, right as I was complaining, I noticed the gold 111 at the top. Hey, Orc, how you doing tonight? Blood Omen, not your bag, friend. But now that I'm back on the Gothic train, welcome in. I'm looking for work.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon.
Also,
And
I
they
find
leave
it
the
very
city.
annoying and
Are
slow.
you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city, and then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
What if I told you I exterminated an entire city of orcs, including undead orc shamans, wielded a powerful ancient weapon, and defeated a giant spider demon by crashing the game? It's a little unclear. I stabbed some hearts, is all I'm saying. I've stabbed a few orc hearts in my day.
I'm not a good-for-nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice.
Welcome back,
provided
Bio.
the other masters agree.
All right. All right. I mean, come and go as you need.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
You didn't get that from me.
We got Greta. We got an armchair. Greta, what's up,
What do
girl?
you want, stranger? If you've come to beg, I must disappoint you. I am a poor widow. My name is Greta. Ever since my husband died, I have been running the household for my uncle Thorabin.
That's all just gossip.
Well, how's it going, Greta?
going?
Same as always, but I don't want to complain.
So bad then, huh?
I agree with you completely.
All right. We'll see, girl. Don't let widow life get you down.
Will it ever change?
So, all right. I got another question.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Can I do all of the quests to join and not actually join, except for the one that I want to join? Like, can I do whatever he wants me to do and all the other masters, and then make the choice after I've done all that stuff?
That's what I've always said.
Kind of like joining the camps in the first one? Okay.
Someone's got to
Rupert? What's up, Rupert?
Hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can interest you in my wares.
I mean, probably not. I need money. I'm looking for work.
That's an okay.
I need some money, and I'm looking for work.
I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his suppliers. His shop is right over there. They say he pays pretty well.
All right. What can you offer me?
What do you have to offer?
At the moment, I don't have much choice. The damned landowner doesn't deliver anymore. And what we get from the small farms isn't enough to meet the demands of the city.
I hear you.
But that's terrible.
I knew that would be a problem.
That's an
All right. Well, I guess tell me about the
Tell me
peasants'
more
revolt.
about the peasants' revolt.
It's quite simple. Onar, the fat landowner, won't pay any more taxes to the city.
I don't know why you had to bring
Imagine,
weight into
we're
this.
at war with the orcs, and that fat slob wants everything for himself. Normally, the city guard would take firm measures in such cases, but now comes the best part. They say Onar has hired mercenaries to keep the troops from the city off his back. Mercenaries. The whole thing will end in a damn war, as if one war weren't enough.
Things like that.
What about sand, Bio?
That from me.
And it's gonna get
What?
even worse.
Well, all right. What do you know about the
What do you know
mercenaries?
about Onar's mercenaries?
I heard that most of them are former convicts from the mining colony, and their leader's supposed to have been a big shot with the king, a general or something, whom they put away as a traitor. These are terrible times.
Maybe my neck is still bothering me. Sand and waffles? Not a good comp. Could be. I prefer syrup and butter and waffles, but you know, to each their own. You can also replace syrup with honey, and it's pretty good. Yeah, well, so I don't normally have neck issues, but I can typically crack my neck. But for some reason, I like pulled something on this side, and it's just been tweaked for a long time. And so, like, I want to crack my neck, but it hurts to do that side because of whatever is all janked up, and then I'll forget about it, and I'll go, and it'll jank it again, and it's not good. It's bad.
Where did you pick that?
Oh, I'm not really sure what to do about it though. Anyway, show me your wares.
Show me your wares.
We can only wait and see.
You got some apples,
And it's gonna get even
some
worse.
bread, some cheese, some milk, and a broom.
You didn't get that from me.
Maybe. I probably should. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I don't want any of your crap.
My opinion.
I was on my way to see
I was
Paladins.
actually on my way to see the Paladins.
There's little chance of that. Since the Paladins made themselves at home in the upper end of town, hardly anyone gets in there anymore.
All right, fine then.
So why won't they listen?
Can you help me get up there?
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
Me? Nah. I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough influence to get you past the guards. Mateo, my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to him.
Don't say you didn't know that.
All right. What about the other people?
What about the other influential citizens?
The merchants and master craftsmen here on the main street are the most important figures in the city. You should try to get accepted by one of them as an apprentice like me. Since I started working for Mateo, the people in the city treat me with respect.
It's really not my problem.
That's the first I've heard of it.
All right, we're gonna find
Where can
Mateo.
I find Mateo?
You're standing right outside his shop. Just go on in. He's practically always there.
That would be a problem.
All right, thank you.
He doesn't see that. I can't
You've
help
been very helpful, Rupert.
We can only wait
Hello,
and see.
citizen.
it. Do you really believe
Yeah, I did. I used to go to a chiropractor a long time ago after I got in a car accident, and like there were some exercises, particularly like
So why won't they listen to me?
like holding the back of your head and like putting pressure to help. I don't remember to do any of that crap. Any of that crap that would help.
What can I do for you?
We can only wait and see.
What do you know about paladins?
What do you know about Paladins?
Since these bastards have come to this city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town, the guards flat out stopped me and asked me what was my business there.
And?
Of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous asses were still chasing pigs with wooden swords.
The pigs had
And
wooden
yesterday,
swords?
the bastards came and confiscated
All right,
half
Bio.
of my goods.
All right. The paladin seized your goods?
The Paladins seized your goods.
Everything I had stored in the backyard. They simply posted a guard in front of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an important message.
I want to see some of these pigs with
Have
swords.
you tried getting past the guards?
I don't see why I should even try.
You're probably right. I don't know how important your message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away. Because they have their orders.
Okay. So can you?
So can you help me get into the upper quarter?
It seems to be really important to you. The question is, how important is it to you?
I don't
What
know.
are you getting at?
I can help you.
Moderately
After all,
important?
I'm one of the most influential people here. But it'll cost you.
You listen to the wrong people.
Really didn't deserve that.
How exactly can you help me?
Quite simple. I'll use my influence to see to it that one of the master craftsmen here takes you on as an apprentice. As such, you'll practically be a citizen of the city and can enter
Practically?
the
I
upper
thought I
quarter.
would be a
Besides
citizen of the
which,
city.
you'll earn something while you're at it.
That Lothar gent said all I had to do was become apprentice and then bam, citizen.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Where could I sign on as an apprentice then?
Basically, with any master here on the main street. That would be Howard the Smith,
Bospa the bowmaker, Thorben the carpenter, or Constantino the alchemist. One of them is bound to take you on. But it's important that the other masters agree. That's always been the custom here in Corinus.
Why don't you take me on as an apprentice?
Why don't you take me on as an apprentice?
I would, but the other masters wouldn't agree. I just recently took on another apprentice.
Well, fine then. And what are you asking for your help?
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
That's a whole damn lot.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
But...
in principle, it's my gold. Gritta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money. I'd like to beat it out of her. But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
Maybe I'll just get the other.
How do I get the
masters'
approval
approvals?
of the other masters?
You just have to convince them. Go and talk to them. But if more than one of them is against you, you don't stand a chance. So behave yourself.
All right.
Got my own opinion about that.
What are you selling?
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even armor.
Even
I still
armor?
have a special piece in stock. Double hardened armor of snapper leather. Still unused. Interested?
250 gold? You
Show me
goddamn
your
crook.
wares.
I want a war cudgel. Alright. I'm out of here. Let me go talk to some more peeps. It got dark while we were chatting.
It was just like you said.
What's up,
Welcome to
Bosper?
my shop, stranger. I am Bosper. I craft bows and trade in furs.
Okay.
What brings you to Corinus?
I need to get into the upper quarter.
I need to get into the upper quarter.
Where the paladins are? Forget
Yeah,
it.
where
You
the
need to
paladins
be a
are.
respected citizen here, or at least hold a decent job. As a stranger, you stand no chance of getting in.
That's what I hear, Bosper.
I've heard a thing or two.
I heard someone stole from you, man.
I've heard that someone stole from you.
Who told you that? Probably Bartok, huh? Didn't he have anything better to tell you?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
I don't know who the
let
hell
me
Bartok
tell you,
is.
if I get hold of this bastard, he can say his prayers. I left the shop for only a moment. When I came back, I could only just see him leave, with my bow on his shoulder. I called the guards right away, but the lowlife ran towards the harbor, and they lost him there. I lit a bonfire under their asses then, and they searched the entire harbor district. But they didn't find a thing. Those bumbling lackeys. I bet my bow is still in town somewhere. I informed the guards on both city gates, and they haven't seen anyone leave with my bow. When I get my hands on that bastard...
Well, I'm looking for
I'm
work.
looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting, then?
Well...
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
I agree with you completely.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
All right.
Obvious all along.
Why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
Fair enough. All right, what do you have to sell?
Show me your wares.
You got bows. You got bows in different area codes. And a belt. Wait. It has a weird... Like, if I'm wearing other leather armor, I get another bonus? Is that the way it works? Okay. Anyways. I guess I go do your quests. Oh. You have a citizen just sitting in here.
What's new?
I hope the militia will finally find out why the population of Corinus keeps shrinking. You have to fear for your life when you hear that so many have already gone missing.
You sure do. Anyways, goodbye, random citizen who's sitting in this man's shop. Thorben, you still out here doing your stuff? Nah, you left. That makes sense.
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
What's up, Pablo?
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here. We found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
No, you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's very dark. Maybe it's time for another save, you know? MC Denton. Welcome in. How are you doing? I don't know what's up with the wah, but welcome in. I did finish Blood Omen, yeah. I press on, man. I keep trudging ahead. I did wrap it up. Not last night, but the night before. We took our seat on the throne. I'm ready to start Soul Reaver as soon as I get Soul Reaver working the way I want it to work. And by that I mean either I get it to work as a controller and or I give up and just decide to play it with a keyboard. Either one could happen. I'm not still. You're a Rolling Stone, baby. All right, I get it. You got to keep moving too. I respect that. Boy, it's dark. I can see very little. Where did people say I could sleep in here? Across from the barracks? The trouble is I don't know where barracks are. Oh, dang. They got that sweet dank swamp grass still, huh? God, look at how glorious it looks in there. He just seems so dapper. She doesn't seem like she's doing so well. She's like scrubbing a rough hewn plank floor, but whatever. Hello, citizen. God, there's lots of whisperings and mutterings going on. Tavern.
I wouldn't have done that. That doesn't amaze me.
It looks a little better.
Hey, I don't know you. What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
That's the first I've heard of it.
No.
You already know what I think. That's been known a long time.
No, I'm not headed for the tavern.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. But that isn't important, and that's why we can get straight down to business.
What?
Since you're new here, I'll make you an offer. You give me 50 gold pieces, and you can go. That's your entrance fee for the tavern.
I'm not going to the tavern.
Nothing's ever gonna change. I have to feel sorry.
I don't want to go.
But I don't want to go to the tavern.
You know, sooner or later, everyone wants to go into the tavern. So you can pay right now. Then you'll have it over with.
I'm just trying to find the hotel.
He should have known better.
Let's find out what the militia thinks of that.
The militia isn't here. And do you know why they aren't here? This here is the Harvard District, runt. None of the militia will pick a fight with me down here. At the most, they go to the Red Lantern. You see, it's just you and me.
Yeah, well, I'm not paying you anything.
Forget it. You won't get a single coin.
Then I'll take everything you have. As soon as you're lying on the ground in front of me.
Well, that happened real quick. I'm glad I hit another save. I had a feeling I was going to wander in the dark somewhere that I didn't want to be. Alright, so down that way is not the way. Yeah, Denton, I haven't noticed a whole lot of upgrades. It's just different. Man, I can't see shit. Do you prefer play with frames? I'm not sure that you mean the little box around the guy? Yeah, the trouble is I'm not sure what all I can change. Model detail. Let's take that to the window, to the wall. Game settings. Video settings. Yeah, I'm not sure if I prefer it or not. Well, that didn't seem to help at all. I don't that didn't. Okay, that's where them paladins are.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom!
All right, man. Why?
Why can't anyone enter the storeroom?
The Honorable Lord Hagen has confiscated the goods for the King's army.
All right, fair enough. Oh, goodness. I got any torches on me? I'm willing to use a torch. Oh, that was heavy branches. Should be able to use a heavy branch as a torch. They're basically the same. There we go. Alright. What's back here? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Denton, this is pretty early. All I've done was talk to Zardis, and he was like, "Welcome back to the world of the living. You've had amnesia. You don't remember how to be all badass like you once were. Good luck with that. You might want to head into the city."
Been there, done that.
And then I beat up some bandits, and then I went into the city. Also, I worked as a farmhand for a little bit. Technically a day laborer, okay? But it was for a farm. What's up? It was very exciting. I got to pick some turnips, buy a frying pan, hand out some wine. Then he sold me some farmer's clothes. I made an enemy with Greg the pirate. Is this barracks, and thusly this is where I can sleep?
That's all just gossip. I never knew that.
He should have known that.
Ah, customer, what can I do for you?
That's all just gossip. That doesn't surprise me.
I'm looking for a room.
I'm looking for a room.
Ah, you're in the right place then.
One of the paladins told me that I could spend the night here for free.
Yes, yes. Just go up the stairs. We still have 1 or 2 beds free.
That's really not my problem.
Alright, why do they pay for
Why do
everything?
the paladins pay for everything?
I don't know what that's all about either. For one thing, I think they want to get all the poor suckers off the streets so they don't make any mischief. And for another, they want to get on the good side of the traveling traders.
Me too,
now
Denton.
that the farmers are rebelling,
Sup,
we
girl?
have to rely on the traders for provisions. Besides, I think they want to improve the morale in the city a bit. Lord Andre has even arranged for free beer to be given out at the Gala Square.
Maybe you show me to the bed, huh? Or both of them?
Who's staying here at the moment?
Almost all of them are traveling traders from the market.
Aha.
Don't even think about messing with their stuff. I don't want any trouble here.
Alright, maybe I have a few questions about the city. And don't worry about how close this fire is to your wood ceiling. Tell me about the town.
Tell me about the town.
Corinus is one of the wealthiest cities within the kingdom, even if it doesn't look like it at the moment. But since the Orc War started, trade has almost come to a complete standstill. The king has requisitioned the entire merchant fleet for military service, which means that hardly any ships come into the harbor now. So, the supply of goods is very scarce now, and many citizens of the town are very worried. Nobody really knows what the future will bring. There's basically nothing we can do but wait and see what happens. It's not like we can change anything.
Denton, we're changing our ways in Gothic 2. We're no longer a criminal. We're gonna be honorable, so we can't threaten people to sleep with us. No, we have to rely on our charms and our charms alone.
Where can I buy something around here?
The
Like
market
something
is directly in
nice
front of
for
the
a nice
door.
lady.
You should be able to find everything there. There are a few more shops and craftsmen on the other side of town. Most of them are near the other city gate. Also, there's a fishmonger in the harbor district. His shop is right at the harbor. He's easy to find.
He simply talks too much.
Alright. I see you all have this sweet picture still. It'd be a real shame if someone burned it. Oh, it's inflammable. Alright. Now, what is this crap, One World? They got shields on the wall, but I can't use one? Sorry, all shields in this kingdom are purely decorative.
Really? How interesting.
Sarah? Hi, Sarah.
You don't say.
How are you?
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just lonely.
How's business?
When the Paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even 1 gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the Paladins are paying my hotel bill.
So what's the problem with farmers?
What's the problem with the farmers?
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on the supplies provided by the farmers, of course. An owner, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his farm from the city guards. Otherwise, they'd simply snatch the goods for themselves. But the mercenaries don't just guard owners'
Whoa, what's wrong with your blinking
They come as
eyes?
far as the small farms outside of town to intimidate the farmers.
Yes, you're
I
very
saw them as I
natural
was
looking.
passing Akil's farm. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes now.
It's really not my problem.
We're gonna find that farm.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It leads up to Akil's farm, but I wouldn't go there now. The mercenaries are certainly still there.
Okay. Show me your wares?
Show me your wares.
She's got a cutlass, a heavy two-hander, a heavy war hammer, the Inquisitor. I like that.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Nobody will learn any. Listen to the wrong people.
Staff mace, Stonebreaker, beard axe.
I'm not telling you anything.
Okay.
Everybody knows by now.
Another two-hander, a war hammer, God, everything is so gosh darn expensive. Oh, and they have dex swords now? Interesting.
That's terrible.
A fighting pike. They got a spear? You can have spears? Interesting. End.
You don't say.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of
She said only 1 or 2 beds are open. But it looks like there's tons of beds open. I'm gonna take this one by the chair.
Really? How interesting.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to put the we dropped the torch on a bed. Oh god. Oh god. You know what? That's probably gonna be fine. I'm sure. I'm sure that, listen, so everything's gonna be fine, Hannah. It wasn't me. Anyways, goodbye. Sir, I have a feeling that the inn across the way is gonna go up in flames soon. What's new?
What's new?
More and more riffraff have been pouring into town lately. Thefts are on the rise, and Lord Andre suspects that it's the work of a gang. Not long ago, we turned the entire harbor district upside down, but we still haven't found a thing.
We still haven't found a thing. You have... Maybe you're top running for most annoying voice so far. All this stuff I already know about.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
Yeah, the whole world does appear to be flame retardant. Wulfgar, son of Beornigar, king of the tribe of the Elk, companion of the Hall, wielder of Aegis Fang. This is a Legend of Drizzt reference. I'm sure you're all with me. What's up, Wulfgar? How's your duty? Is your duty okay?
Oh, these boys swing their swords like farmers, but when I'm done with them, every single one of them will be a tough, hard bastard.
I wanna join the militia, but you won't. You only read 3 books in? Did you start from the first 3 that were printed, or the ones that became the first 3 chronologically? So did you were you reading the ones that were Drizzt leaving the Underdark, or did you read the ones about the actual companions of the Hall, starting with the Crystal Shard, the Halfling's Gem, and Streams of Silver? Can you train me in sword fighting?
Can you also train me in sword fighting?
Lord Andre has ordered that we train everyone who is in a position to defend the city. But that's only true for combat training. All other kinds of training are reserved for the militia. Can you at least halfway handle a weapon?
I think so.
I can full way handle a weapon.
Right. You can start when you're ready.
You start crying. Okay, so you're reading Drizzt Life in the Underdark. The books are really good. It's a little odd. The first 3 printed is less about Drizzt specifically and more about like him and his like D&D party and their adventures. But he became kind of fan favorite, and the books turned into the Legend of Drizzt. So like he went back. R.S. Salvatore went back and wrote the 3 prequels that were Drizzt's life getting up to where he met up with his companions. So you get to see the shitty drow life in Menzoberranzan and his warring with his internal morality versus the immorality of that society, and that's all pretty interesting. And then once you get into the At this point, I guess you might as well start with the 3 chronologically. So, what is the first one? Is it Homeland? I think it's Homeland. Homeland, Exile, Sojourn, I think are the first 3. And but once you get those first 3 are more about him leaving his home. The next 3 are the original 3 printed, and that's more like a D&D story where you have this group of people who all have different traits. Although their party is a little fighter heavy, if we're being honest. But they go on like proper adventures. And Wulfgar is a barbarian character in the group. You're caught between Legend of Driss, Horus Heresy, and Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm not familiar with Horus Heresy. Is that good? I am familiar with Hitchhiker's Guide, but I've only read the first one. I, in fact, made the classic Thanks for All the Fish Hitchhiker's Guide reference earlier in this stream. Because, why not? What should I start with?
Where should I start, with one-handed or two-handed weapons?
That's entirely up to you. If you specialize in only one type of weapon, you automatically learn the other at the same time. If, for instance, you're good at fighting with one-handed swords, but still a beginner with two-handed weapons, your two-handed skills will go up as well whenever you train with a one-hander. In that case, the training is more exhausting than if you train with both types of weapons. Just start and you'll soon see what I'm talking about.
They had a game? I watched the movie, but I've only read the first book. Oh, Warhammer 40k fluff. I think that I would like 40k fluff more than I actually like Warhammer 40k. Text only? We're not going to text only games, One World. Enough is enough. Quit sending me to super old games that are ridiculous in their controls. We've got enough on our plate with Gothics and Soul Reavers and who knows what else. I feel like really what I want to train is old strength.
Quite simple.
Because I can't even pick up better weapons
you're
yet.
faster. That can be a considerable advantage in battle. Two-handed weapons are more ponderous. You have to fight with foresight, but you can do a lot more damage when you're hit.
Notend I've Bay returned. Welcome back, Bio. Good to have you back, my friend. The tabletop is expensive and inaccessible and kind of boring. I used to treat the tabletop as one of the realms of nerdom that I didn't understand. You know, I was like at least there's a thing. At least there's a nerd thing I don't follow. I didn't need it for nerd cred. I played D&D, so it's like my nerd chops are already there. But at least I could go, I don't understand that game at all. Yeah, Warhammer tabletop bio. But then unfortunately I learned how to play Warhammer. And and it took away my ability to say I don't understand how the game is played. And also I find it kind of boring. Mostly I was making up little stories for the units and having more fun doing that than I was with the rolling of six-siders and hoping for the best. I did play Warhammer Online. That was kind of good. Except for the tank class that they use shields, and their shields clipped. Every goddamn shield clipped through their shoulder armor. It's a class that almost exclusively carries goddamn shields, and every single one clipped through the model. And it doesn't even have the excuse of being this old game, which took all kinds of other care so I can forgive it, the clipping. But Come on. But I think I have some Warhammer minis. Oh, goodness. But mostly just because I wanted to paint them. I've never played with them. I don't know how well those show. They're very small. But bloodletters. But I didn't. So I liked bloodletters of Khorne, but I didn't like their stupid alien dome heads. So I trimmed those. So now they have like more normal round heads. Yeah. I didn't like their dumb cone heads. I just wanted like more normal demon heads. I don't know. I also had Skull Taker somewhere, but I think he came off his stand. I didn't have the right glue for the metal mini. I'm also not very good at painting minis, so there was that. I mean, they look alright, but they're not great. Anyways, let's begin the training.
Let's begin with the training.
Alright, so I can buy one-handed or two-handed. Okay, alright, calm down. Andre, I like your armor too. I maybe like your armor better than the other guy's armor to a certain extent. I like the chest piece a little better, although I wish the tunic went all the way down, you know? Like the tunic doesn't go far enough for my taste. But it's pretty good. It's pretty paladin-like. Hi, Andre.
Inos be with you, stranger. What brings you to me?
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.
Oh, I can just choose that even though I haven't done it. Rates pineapple 10 out of 10. Did you have a pineapple bio? Pineapples are delicious, but not on pizza. I don't care for it on pizza, but by themselves, pineapple's delicious. Delicious, sweet, juicy, but if you eat too much, it starts to hurt your tongue because them acids are real good at breaking down meat, and as it turns out, your tongue's made of meat. Some powerful acids in them pineapples, but delicious. Particularly if you have like a vanilla-y yogurty dip for it too, kind of balance out the tang of the acid. Yeah, that'll happen. I have an important message.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
I gotta tell him myself.
That I must tell Lord Hagen myself.
Suit yourself. But you should know one thing. Lord Hagen receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
Listen, I'm hardly common. Why are you guys here?
Why are you paladins in town?
The goals of our mission are secret. I can only tell you that there is no danger for the citizens of the town. You need not worry.
Alright, I'm a little worried, but that's okay. I want to take up service with the paladins.
I want to take up service with the paladins.
Good. I can well use every able man here, no matter what his reasons for joining us. If you place yourself in the service of the paladins, I shall help you get an audience with Lord Hagen. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in.
Oh,
He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
Alright, man. I'm out. Let me go talk to guys again then. Andre, you go do your thing. You could beat the shit out of a pineapple, so you don't care about acids? I don't think that...
Martial law
that like acids affect you differently if you're like if you can beat up a pineapple. I don't think that's how that works.
Paladins effective immediately. The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the King's guards most severely. Every inhabitant of Corinus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
Yeah, but okay, that's all well and good, but how did you make this floating platform? That's what I want to know. Like, what kind of sorcery is this, sir? I think I actually just have to get hired by somebody. Oh man, look at the hookah lounge.
How strange. It seems to me that I have met you before, traveler.
Maybe. Were you at that hippie weed camp?
Great are the mysteries of time and space. Oh, please forgive my rudeness, son of patience.
Like Arabian days
Welcome.
are hotter than hot, more often than not, in a rather good way. Who
are you?
My name
you
is Abu Jin ibn Jadir ibn Omar Khalid bin Haji al-Sharidi.
You gotta.
I'm a seer and a prophet.
I'm gonna call you
an
Abu.
astrologer.
That's cool
and
with
a
you.
purveyor of tobacco.
I'm off music. What kind of tobacco do you have?
Do you offer?
Tobacco.
My pipes are filled with spicy, refreshing apple tobacco. Help yourself whenever you want, son of adventure.
Okay. Yeah? I didn't like intentionally be off music. Oh, the music volume is way down. Oh, dang, there's music.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the
Bio, I see that you sent me a message, but here's the thing about this game is if I alt tab out of it and try to go back in, it'll be all funky. So I can't read your message at the moment. Although it used to be, if you sent me a message, it would show it in my regular chat, but... Oh, damn it. Now, now 2 windows have popped up. And I can't read the regular chat anymore. It's okay. I've got a solution for this. I've got a 42% solution to this. Oh damn it, did I uninstall my Twitch app? Why would I do such a thing? Everything's gone horribly wrong. I can't read what you're saying. I mean, I could just alt tab, and consequences be damned. Oh, come on. All right. So, I mean, I'm in that chat room now, but it didn't load past chattings. So, eventually I will see what you wrote as it rises above the boxes. God, the music is really
Beliar
nice.
spoke to it.
I can see
and
that
the
message.
beast became his subject. And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power, so that it might destroy the land.
that it? He's...
But Enos beheld what Beliar had done, and he also bestrode the land and chose the human. And Enos spoke to him, and the human became his subject. And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar.
What's up, Valentino?
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide,
Well,
and the creature
what have
was
we
lost
here?
from the face of
Well,
the earth.
what have we here?
Have you no manners? That's disgusting.
But
Oh,
with it,
is this
trees
filthy
and
rabble?
animals were also
Haven't you a
washed
job
away,
where you ought to be?
and
But I
a
suppose
deep
no one would miss a
sadness
down-at-heel
overcame
fella like you, hey? Well, if you had as much gold as I do, you wouldn't have to work either.
And thus
But
spake
you'll never be
Adanos to
that
his
rich.
I
brothers,
see I'm gonna have lots of
"Never
fun with
again
you.
shall you walk upon my land.
Dang,
for
he's
it
a jerk.
is sacred."
You started serving fried sushi
Shall
roll
it
at work
be?
yesterday and you got some for free? Say what you
But
want
the
about
human
Japanese people,
and the
but their
beast
food
waged
is
war
edible.
upon the land of Adanos, and the wrath of the gods
I don't want to
was with
say
them.
anything about Japanese people other than, you know, they're people.
And the human
I think
slew
all
the
food
beast, and it entered
definitively
into
is
Beliar's
edible,
realm.
right? I don't care for sushi much. I went through a minor sushi phase.
Adanos saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human.
Okay, there's been enough words now that I can read the thing. So we had, okay, it's okay,
And
just
Enos
wait,
in his
LOL,
wisdom
disaster.
did so.
Alright, I feel caught up now. And now I can read the extra stuff on the app for at least another 41% of battery power. So everything's fine. We run a real professional shop. Vatras, please. I'm trying to think here, and I can't do it with your goddamn Beliar sermons going on. You just
And so he
relax.
bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm, so that he might restore it to the human if the beast should return.
I asked you who you are.
I
And
am
Enos,
Valentino,
in his
the
wisdom,
handsome,
did
bon
so.
vivant and ladies' man. Poor in cares, rich in wisdom and gold, and the women throw themselves at me. If you have problems, keep them. I don't need
But the
them.
light was a
God,
torment
Valentino
to Beliar.
sounds kind of...
All that Enos created
Alright,
was
not a big
destroyed
sushi
by
fan. Seems like people are in love with it for some reason. Yeah, I mean they are, but you know, people like things. I'm in love with steak. Not everyone's in love with steak.
exist at all.
But you
No
know,
light and no darkness.
what are you gonna do? In combat, if you focus enemy, then four corner things will appear, and enemy can light up because of op. Okay, so I could. Oh, you're saying, or because I could turn that off. That's good.
He did not succeed.
God, is it too loud? How's the game volume for you
There,
guys?
where Adanos stood, was a place in which Enos and Beliar had no power.
It's the only sushi on the menu.
And in
Only
this
on Wednesday and
place,
Thursday.
order and chaos were equal, and so the sea was created.
Eating steak right now. If you're Canadian in Edmonton, hit us up. I am neither Canadian nor in Edmonton. What if I was just in Edmonton? Would I have to be Canadian to hit you up? Or
As well as sheep, and last of all arose the human.
or if I was still American but also in Edmonton, would I be able to go and get your ramen? In bio, I'm jealous of your steak.
Great was the wrath of Beliar.
You have anything else to tell me?
Do you have anything else to tell me?
Make yourself popular, never promise anything to anyone, take what you can, and watch out that you don't get into a quarrel with the militia. Or with jealous husbands, of course. They're the worst,
yeah.
let me tell you.
I am a mountain timer, I guess. I'm in Arizona, so we don't follow daylight savings time, so I'm always on Mountain Standard. I never switch to Mountain Daylight. Anyways, I'm probably not strong enough to teach you manners, plus I heard fighting is bad and I need to get away from Vatras because, good lord. Good lord. His voice follows me. Anyways, I want to see more paladins.
Halt! Only the citizens of the town and the king's troops can get into the upper end of the town.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to look at your gear, is all.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Oh yeah, One World, aren't you in the great land of Canada? Thorben, my man.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
I'm looking for work, my friend.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I could pick them.
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
Alright. What if I want to start apprenticeship?
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Yes.
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing too. Once you have received the blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
Thanks, Thorben. What about Gritta? Hold on. We'll save and then we'll ask about Gritta. Summons a tire with legs. I have to prevent a Canadian birth certificate to be served. That's kind of a weird stipulation, but that's okay. Bio, why does the tire have legs, man? It could just roll around. You know? It's a tire. What's it need the legs for? You know? You ever wonder? You ever wonder why you make some of the decisions you do with your summons? I can't find a good place for this. I'm just constantly looking down to check chat. And then this section was your life 2 months ago? Oh, that's right. You were playing Gothic 2, weren't you? Oh, jeez, Bio. Oh, jeez. Current quest. Good. Look at all these quests. We got blessings of the guard. We gotta find a bow. Oh my goodness! Don't. Denton, bio requires no encouragement whatsoever. None. Oh, wasn't I gonna ask him about Gritta? That was the whole point of saving.
You.
Oh, don't. Denton, no. I've come about Gritta.
I've come about Gritta.
My niece? What's your business with her? This isn't about money, is it?
She owes 100 gold pieces to the merchant Mateo.
Tell me this isn't true. Ever since that little piece of work moved in with me, I've had nothing but trouble. She's in debt with practically every single merchant in town.
Oh, man.
I had to borrow 200 gold pieces from Lamar, the moneylender, just to settle her debts. And now this. Gritta should be in the house. Go ahead, ask her. But I tell you this, she doesn't have a single gold piece.
We shall see.
Oh, so he's fine with me just shaking her down? All right. We'll do that. Phone, don't go to sleep. I need to read the ridiculous chat. Oh, God. Hey, Greta. You owe him some gold.
Mateo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
He wants his money? What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric, and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
Oh, wait. This chick just used her dead husband to get out, like, welching on debts? Is that what this girl does? Oh, woe was me. I'm a widow. I should get dresses for free. I should get my money for nothing and my dresses for free.
Such a good man he was. Handsome, hardworking, a gentleman of the old school. We had it all. Wealth, happiness. Sometimes we were even invited to high society events. The festivities, all the beautiful clothes and hairdos, the fine dining and civilized conversations. Everything was better back then. No one would have dared to humiliate the heart of a poor widow with such...
Just, stop.
Cut it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Guess we'll just have to sell your stuff.
Then we'll simply sell a few of your togs. I'm sure you've still got a bunch of stuff in your closet.
How dare you, uncouth lout. All right, here, take the gold.
See, that wasn't so hard.
And now will you please leave my house?
I thought I liked you, Greta, but that might have just been because you don't blink too much like that Sarah. But now, I feel like I don't even know you. Alright, buddy. I did the thing.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
And? Did she cause any problems?
No.
None to speak of.
Good. You've held up your part of the deal.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry. I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
Great. I guess goodbye then. The tire equips a top hat, plus 5 dapper points. God, that's a lot of dapper points. That's a very dapper tire. Now, if only it had a monocle and a cane. But, alas, it has no arms. How would it even use a cane? Alright, so Thorben wants me to be a man of faith. Bosper wants me to find his bow. This guy wants me to find an orc weapon. Is there anyone else? I mean, you could just stick the monocle in one of the tire ridges on the top. Oh, the alchemist. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely white-walled tire. I could have swore that I saw an alchemist sign, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess we will have to wander a bit. What's down here? Alright, Bio. Constantino, my man.
What do you want? I'm not giving anything away.
I'm just looking to
looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
Should I try to sign up with him and then pull the rug out from under him, or just be honest, I want to sign up with one of the other masters? I'm pretty sure I want to be a blacksmith. You know what? We were going the paladin route, right? Who here is going to see the disaster artist? I'm not even familiar with the disaster artist. What is that?
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval?
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Oh, but that feels like lying. One World. We don't lie anymore. Maybe we should see what he wants us to do.
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
Alright, but like if I did want to learn how to make potions and I wasn't concerned about poisoning myself because I'm not an idiot, what would I have to do?
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
I couldn't bear yet another dilettante on my conscience.
Who are you calling a debutante?
Multitude of herbs out there. Used in different variations, they develop the most diverse effects. You probably don't even know half of them. Here. This is a list of the most important plants. Bring me a plant of each kind, and I might reconsider taking you in as an apprentice.
Alright. What are your wares?
Show me your wares.
Oh. The divine power of the stars. A goblin's bone. Some wings. And some lab water bottles. And a couple of potion recipes. Alright, thanks Constantino. So it looks like we got some stuff we gotta do. We gotta find an orc weapon. We gotta find some plants. What plants do we need? A healing plant, a healing herb, a healing root. I'm pretty sure I have all of those. I'm pretty sure I have a goblin berry and snapper weed too. And meadow knotweed and king sorrel. I don't think I have fire nettle, fireweed, fire root, or dragon root. But I guess we can check. We definitely have goblin berries, healing plant, healing herb. Oh, we have dragon root. We have snapper weed. We have fire nettle too. Dang, we have a lot of this stuff. I could have swore we had those other things too, though. Stockosaur. Maybe I found it in a different play, and I need to reload, go back. That seems a little intense for me, Denton. I'm more in the fantasy realm of my entertainments. Can I travel the docks during the day without being harassed? Because I need to find that guy's bow, right? What are you making exactly? What's up, Meldor?
What do you want?
Why you
have a look around here?
And where exactly are you headed?
Has anything exciting happened lately?
Not long ago, the city guards turned the entire harbor district upside down.
Yep.
They were searching for stolen property. There have been plenty of thefts here lately, especially in the better quarters. They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for everything.
Alright, well... Anything
What
interesting?
things are there to see here?
There's a cat house here and a tavern. The landlord's name is Cardiff. If it's information you want, you'll be the right person to talk to. Do you, need money, by the way?
Are you giving it away?
Are you giving it away?
No, but right across the street here is the house of Lamar, the moneylender. I'm sure he'll give you a few gold pieces. Just go ahead.
Do you work for that
dude? You work for Lamar?
Smart kid.
So I could take out a loan in this game?
How's it going?
How much do you
Hi,
want?
I'm new here.
What do you mean, how much?
I'm the moneylender, and you came to me. What could you want from me? Money, of course.
Nah, man. That ain't me. I'm not trying to get myself in debt. Become a regular old Gritta. Fenia? What's up, girl?
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for.
What's that?
You said that you've got what I need. Does that include information?
Got what I need.
But of course. What is it you want to know?
Anything exciting?
Has anything exciting happened lately?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago. A thief ran by here. He must have stolen a bow in the lower part of the city. Of course, the militia came here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor, and he was gone.
Alright.
What interesting things are there to see around the harbor?
Well, if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Cardiff's Inn at the quay. There's always something brewing there. You can hardly miss it. The guy standing by the entrance there will certainly draw your attention to it.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Besides that, there's the large ship of the Paladins, the King's stately war galley. That one's really worth seeing. You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under the high rock face.
Alright, why do I have to keep getting...
Are there any other traders
close-ups
here
on
at
this
the
woman
harbor?
eating
If
the
you
hunk
keep
of
to
meat?
the left at the quay, you'll find Halvor, my husband. He sells fish. On the other side, there's Brahim, the cartographer.
A cartographer, you say? Well, show me your wares. What do you got,
Show
girl?
me your wares.
You got water in a nice, refreshing bottle. Got some bread and some fish. Great. I guess I should ask her if she knows anyone from the upper quarter.
Do you know anyone from the upper quarter?
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing here, my boy.
Don't call me your boy. I got a weird stump ponytail. Respect it. Alright. I want to stay away from that meanie. Is this a similar mean individual? What did you throw at it this time, Bio? Borka?
Hey, you! Where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinth, the Red Lantern. This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Mirtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who
God,
has
she's
the
got some
chance,
sweet moves.
the honor of spending a night with Nadja, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
Thanks, Borka. A shoe. And you don't know... I assume you can't hit it because of bad aim, Bio. Would be if it's slow. I would guess bad aim. Alright, I'll check it out. Alright. Well, let me know if it persists, because it could be my shit going on. But, at best, you just missed me mimicking, Naja's sweet dance moves. Man, Sonya looks all kind of sulky over here. How's it going?
Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
Oh, okay. How about you, Naja?
Hey, I can take care of you now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
I could tell you a thing or two, but not here, honey.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar first. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, dang. What's up, Bromar?
Are you the one who runs this place?
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present, or have any gone missing?
Oh yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they haven't found a trace of her yet.
What is this voice? What's up, Gato? Welcome in. How long has Lucia been missing?
How long has Lucia been missing?
Several days. I don't know exactly how long. I assume she ran off with one of her suitors, eh? That beach
yeah, that's a thing that the prostitutes do a lot. They run off with their clients.
If I get hold of her, I'll give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
I want to know more about what's happening. I don't know if I want to pay 50 gold to learn more, though. Alright.
I want to have some fun.
Fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon. Go upstairs with Naja then. Have fun.
Thanks, man. I don't think I'm gonna have fun. I'm just gonna ask her about your missing girl.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Alright.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And he works all day. These are bad times.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't believe that.
No idea.
I don't see any stairs. But it is very progressive of you to be wheelchair accessible.
You just have to listen.
And it's going to get even worse.
That will never change.
My morals, one world? Jeez.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Who do you think I am? Some former criminal?
Honestly, I lost it myself.
So can we talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor, do you? I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
Yeah, tell me about Lucia.
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
Oh, okay. Where'd she go?
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Eldridge, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
Do you think so?
Where could the two of them have gone?
If the wolves didn't eat them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
What else do you know?
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories about people who disappear down here at the harbor, but I'm not so sure whether I should believe them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it after all.
That is
Wouldn't
fair.
you like to have a little fun before you leave?
I guess so. Sure. Whoa, dang. All you youngins, cover your eyes. It's getting steamy in here. Aw, there's even time for some cuddling afterward. What do you know? Well, that was fun. Thank you, Nadja.
Don't tell this to anyone.
I couldn't care less.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Anyways. It's getting dark again. I'm gonna have to go back to my stupid bed and avoid that guy who wants to shake me down for money.
Where did you pick that up then?
Nobody ever asks.
What's up, Meldor? Yeah, I mean, we're not a paladin yet, right? Where was that spot? Can I get to it from here? It's so hard to find where I want to go. Alwyn? Oh dang, it's real bloody in here. What's up, Alwyn?
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's
All right,
how
Bio.
it is.
Thanks for hanging out.
Right.
You have a nice
If you
night.
Get him to stop hammering. I'll pay you 25 gold pieces.
25
But I'll
gold
tell you
pieces?
one
Hot
thing
damn.
Right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble with the militia.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here or mess with the sheep, you'll be in trouble.
Mess with the sheep? What kind of sheep messing? I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Are those your sheep?
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy.
Oh.
Their sheep belong to the
That's too
militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
And why are we so interested in the condition of the sheep?
And how are the sheep?
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy. One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
You making some joke about you guys butchering the sheep? What's up, Lucy?
What do you want here? Go! What do you want here? Go!
All right, I
Smart kid.
I just wanted to talk to you about how your husband was talking shit. It's fine. That's possible. It's possible that I'm only curious about sheep for sexual reasons. Oh my god, it's so dark. I don't want to pull out a torch every night. Alright, this is that stupid area where what's-his-face was hollering. Look at these two. Meeting in the night. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Steps out, streetlight, says, "You and me, babe, how about it?" I don't know. I mean, I can't say that for sure, Orc, because I've only been with half of that equation. The women half. So I guess I can't say for sure how they compare. But I'm pretty fond. It would have to be real good. Don't mind me, just gonna go find a bed. Hey, my bed with fire on it is still going. That seems cozy. Just take a nap in the fire. It's fine. Yep. Nothing like a good fire to keep your bed warm. At least. What up,
Hey.
Bartok? What's up?
How's it going?
You're not from around here, are you? Never mind. Neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Bosper said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there. He didn't really listen to me. Well,
You sound like
anyway,
a coward.
He paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Bosper had one of his bows stolen recently in broad daylight. Some guy just waltzed into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
What does it matter how they're cooked?
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern halfway to Onar's farm, but I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town.
God, Bartok.
Until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an
You talk about as good as
hunter.
Brian does. You talk real good. You done good. Where's your friend Trokar now?
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
Well, it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's tavern, discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next. I had had a few by then.
Mm-hmm.
I
A few
vaguely
blows to the
remember
head. I get
Trokar
it.
saying that he was going out to get a few swamp weed reefers. He never came back.
So where can I get some swamp weed reefers?
Where does one get swamp weed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor, as far as I know.
Didn't you go looking for him?
No, but I reported it to the militia. But they haven't been able to find him yet.
Hilarious.
I hope he didn't get attacked by a wolf, or worse. And I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
Why don't we go hunting together?
Why don't we go hunting together?
With 2, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
No.
Then it wouldn't be worth it. Come back when you learn something.
Can you teach me?
Can you teach me something about hunting?
I can teach you how to sneak properly and how to handle a bow. If you want to learn how to skin an animal, go to Bosper. He's the one who taught me.
So, I could learn how to sneak. That doesn't sound very paladin of us, though.
Hear ye,
Landlord.
inhabitants
Hey,
of
come
Corinus.
closer.
By the explicit
break and
order
have a
of the
sip of
Honorable
cool
Lord
beer.
Hagen,
Lord Andre
the
is
following
springing for a
decree
few
is
barrels of
hereby
free beer.
enacted. Due to the general situation, furthermore,
Great.
any
I'll take some beers. I'm sure that Ulf and Rangar? I don't know. Why can't you guys all have normal names like Greg the Pirate? What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
I'm
as long
new
as the
here.
Paladins don't have any new assignments for me, I can have myself a couple of beers here. What more could you ask?
You're working for the Paladins?
Yeah, I report to them on the situation in the city.
I report to them on the situation in the city.
Quiet.
And how are things with the orcs?
How are things with the orcs?
No reason to worry. We in the city guard and the Paladins have everything.
Oh yeah, mustn't forget
under
Phil the
control.
Torch.
Go home and let us do our work. Watching over the town and its citizens. Oh,
I do miss Phil.
Would you like another beer?
there's nothing better than a cool ale.
I don't know if it's cool. It was sitting out on a table.
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the Paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Are you sure? Meat bugs are pretty small.
Would you like another beer?
Well, I won't say no to a decent pint.
They've even spotted an orc outside of town.
Yeah, right. The dangerous orc outside the city. A real monster of an orc. Well, he's bound to attack the city soon. Listen, we'll kick that fat orc in his fat ass if he comes too close to the city. Got it?
I see.
You got anything more for me?
Would you like another beer?
A tasty bitter ale is absolutely the best.
It's a good thing we can see this other gentleman drinking a beer.
You know, you don't often meet someone who'll treat you to a beer. You're all right.
The town is literally treating you to beers.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
What are you doing here?
I'm a novice from the monastery. I run errands for the magicians and also the paladins.
He's from the Fire Nation.
Provided the
Get him.
innkeepers in the city with wine from the monastery.
Judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
What can you tell me about the monastery?
We novices seek enlightenment and prayer to Innos, and learn the principles of faith from the magicians. We serve them as we serve Innos, and prepare ourselves for the union with the fire.
I guess take me to the monastery.
Well, take me to the monastery.
Forget it. Do you know how many creatures I had to evade on the way? When I think of all those blood flies, wolves, and goblins, I'm glad that I don't have to leave here anymore.
Coward.
Besides, you can't enter the monastery anyway.
But why not?
Entrance is only permitted to magicians, paladins, and novices.
Well, fine then.
Who are the three innkeepers?
One of them is the good man here behind the bar. Then there is Karagon, who has his tavern on the Temple Square, and Cardiff, the owner of the tavern in the Harbor District.
How can I become a novice?
How can I become a novice?
If a man feels the deep desire...
Hey, just tell me what the conditions are.
The deep desire?
You need the offerings.
Are you hitting on me,
sheep
Ulf?
and 1,000 gold pieces.
How am I supposed to...
How am I supposed to get that much gold?
Since you obviously don't know anyone who would pay that for you, you'll simply have to go to work.
Where can I find a sheep?
From the farmers, of course. But you won't get one for nothing.
These are weird entry conditions.
Hear
Wolf.
ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord
What do you
Hagen,
mean someone
the
wouldn't pay
following decree
1,000
is
gold for
hereby
me?
enacted.
I'm a
Martial
catch.
law
You
is
don't know.
immediately declared in
Fuck
all
you.
cities and regions of the realm.
All right,
All civilian
get it.
judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins.
I really do need to actually get into the harbor
Honorable
district
Lord
while there's still
Andre is
light.
commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the king's guards.
I keep dicking around elsewhere. Brian, don't even start with me. Couple of citizens. Stay wide so we don't get shooken down for another 50 gold. And then, like, someone just jumped into the harbor, right?
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
What? Hey, Laris, you old scoundrel.
Hey, Laris, you old scoundrel. How did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
You're talking fucking Lee. Skinny dipping in a sea of Lee. Yeah, I remember Lee.
Of course I remember Lee.
How's life? Life's
I got
pretty
out of
good,
college
Denton. How's your life going?
Just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
All right. Lee, 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 Lee. Flying free, tenaciously. Tell me more about Lee.
Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
Why aren't you with Lee?
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm.
Oh.
You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
What ship are you talking about?
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
We've all got plans. All right, how do I find this
How do I
landowner
find
farm?
the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then
Oh,
follow
man, being
the
an
path
adult is the
towards
worst.
the east. I can take you there if you want.
It's really not my problem. Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
All right, can you teach me
Can
something?
you teach me something?
Sure. I can help you become stronger and more dexterous if you like.
Oh, dang, we get some strength? All right, man. And full-time job? Okay. What are you doing for work?
Really? How interesting.
You have to feel sorry.
We got Brahim.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
So what's his face just jumped into the harbor, right? Is what they said. Alright, it's gonna get dark, and I'm gonna have such a hard time finding my way around the city again. What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them.
Yeah.
Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
You listen to the wrong people.
Okay, so you're the cook of that place? Being a cook's... You also scoop ice cream sometimes? Being a cook's an alright gig. Is it true that some people have vanished?
That some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
Okay, show me your maps.
Show me your maps.
We've got a land map of Corinus, which we can't afford, and a city map of Corinus, which we can afford. But I don't know how helpful just the city map will be. I'm gonna think about your map, friend.
Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
It's a little odd to me that you make yeah, the pace can be definitely unforgiving. I've been a fry cook before. Didn't care for it. I've been the cook at like a fast food joint as well. And I've that same fast food joint was a Dairy Queen, so I also made ice cream. So look at that. So is this back around the barracks? No. I'm not you. Maybe. No. Oh, I work as a product manager for a software company. So I research new things we might want to add to the software, and I write up requirements and help write training materials and consult on how people could use it, stuff like that. It is thrilling, let me tell you. Don't mind me, Hannah. Just headed back to my fiery bed. But it's okay. I mean, it's a small software company. I don't gotta punch a clock. Treat me like a human and all that. Yeah, just sleep with the cleansing fire. Right now, mostly I do. I'm working on like mock-ups because we're gonna do a redesign on the software.
What are you doing here?
But I'm certainly no
training
graphic
the
designer,
boys
so.
to use a crossbow and help them become a little more dexterous.
All right, man. Could you train me?
Could you train me?
No. I only train the men in the service of the king.
Fair enough.
Nobody else. But we can always use good people. So if you want to join the militia, go talk to Lord Andre.
Yeah, fire does heal. The cleansing fire. Alright, so we found a guy who could teach us dex and crossbows. Now I have the Lee song stuck in my head again. I thought that was over after the first Gothic. I thought we were done with Lee's. Skinny dipping in a sea of Lee. Oh yeah, right. I don't miss that. I certainly don't miss getting burned. The worst burn I got, I was looking back at the screen of orders, and I was reaching up to grab like a fry wrapper, which was like on top of an area that had a heat lamp, and as I turned my body to look back, and my forearm pressed up against the heat lamp, And oh my goodness, I just had a triangle on my arm that just bubbled immediately up. It was not pretty. And also, we were in the middle of a rush, so I was like running cold water over it and then getting back to the orders, and then like it would flare back up and hurt, and then I'd run it back under cold water and do a few more orders, and eventually I was just to the owner. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I just burned the shit out of my arm. It's so bad. What's up, Jack?
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad.
I don't even have
All
gills.
you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
Why is everyone hitting on me in this game?
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm. No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of sexy talk.
Do you come to town often?
Only if you do it
always
right.
say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets and where everything starts. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
All right. Well,
tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Corinthus isn't what it used to be. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor's about to go under.
All right.
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an old sea dog like me on his ship these days. Most people think that old Jack's got the gout in his rotten old bones.
And are they right?
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again, I'll feel like a young whippersnapper.
How'd you get gout? I'm pretty sure it's just gout. Got a pretty bad burn across your fingertips. Couldn't pick anything up warm. Yeah, that's rough. Bad cut across the back of your hand. Then got burned across the cut and bird made a fancy X. God, Denton, you gotta be careful. Master of ceremonies or not, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I don't know. You burn your fingertips a lot, right? You end up like grazing the grill, or you know, the occasional finger goes into the fryer. It's fine. That oil helps, you know, keeps you moisturized. It's not that bad. Cuts are a little rough though. What do you mean by riffraff?
What do you mean by riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble. Most of them don't even know what work is. All they do is drink all day and spend their last pay at the brothel. I tell you, stay away from them.
And why are the ships
no longer coming?
They all say that once the war is over, everything will be like it used to be. That's a load of bilge water. I tell you, a sailor can see when a town's going downhill. A sailor feels that in his blood, and I can tell you, forget about this harbor. Its heyday's over.
Why would a sailor be particularly adept at detecting when a town is going to go under? All right. Give me that strength. Teach me something.
Teach me something.
Yeah, I want strength. Give it to me. Yeah, give me all of it.
Good. Your strength is increased.
Alright. What's my strength at now? 25. Great. Do I have any weapons that I can use now that I have 25 strength? No.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I'm no better off myself.
My next strength is this rusty axe, which is two-handed but requires 40 strength. We'll find then. Alright, so this guy jumped into the harbor. We can jump into the harbor. We ain't scared. So if I jumped into the harbor, I probably would go over this beach, right? Nice leisurely swim. Yeah, I'll take a gaper clam. Whatever the hell that is.
Hey.
You're a fisherman?
You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy lately. It's that militia.
Trouble with the militia?
Trouble with the militia?
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause, they said. I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose.
Small
But
wonder.
if they keep doing this, I won't even have enough to feed myself.
Have you talked to anyone?
Have you talked to the paladins about this?
Are you joking? Do you really think they'd be interested if a poor devil like me has his problems with the militia?
Maybe. Maybe I can help.
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I suppose you'd have to know somebody from the militia who has connections to the paladins. The paladins will hardly buy the fish from me.
I shall see what I can do.
How are the fish biting?
So, how are the fish biting?
I've seen better times. Too little to live on, too much to die.
Great. Did you see a man with a bow come out of the water over here? Maybe he went out into this island. Because this is clearly just more town over here. Right? I'll take a spicy clam. My only clue is this man jumped into the harbor. At least we're great swimmers, you know? I guess he could have drowned in the harbor, or he could have headed over to that beach as well. That beach has the lighthouse, so maybe he's hiding out on this here island. Nope. Can't. Come on. Whatever you say, game. I'm on an island. Well, I guess it should be an island. Whatever. Fuck grammar. We already typed it. We're not going back now. On an island. On a. There were some horned things, I thought. Or was I just seeing weird plant shadows? What? I fell way further than that in the first one. Yes, thank you, Orc. I noticed the dead too. Okay, is there another way we can get around? Oh, there's some lizards down here. They're doing some pop-ups. Oh no. Oh hey, we got one of them anti-gravity rocks. I'm glad they didn't get rid of that feature. You know, it's getting a little dark. I don't see a man hanging out with a bow though. You know? That's what I don't see. Well, that looks like too far of a drop based on my previous experience with dropping. Can I jump down here? I don't know. We need a good I don't know save. You always need an I don't know save, because you often don't know. Okay, it refuses to let me fall off this rock. Nope, that's another dead. Now I know. Man could be pretending to be a lizard. It's a clever plan. Almost too clever. Ah, this place is lousy with lizards and rocks, and I feel like once I climb up I can't get back down without dying. Alright. What we do is we load the I'm on an island save, I think. And go back around. If we can even go back down. We've clearly entered the island from a bad angle. No, man, don't dive underwater, just swim. Just swim on the surface. It's dangerous underwater. There's no air down there. You drown. Whoa, what the hell is that? Big ass fish? Dang. And a stingray? Goodness. There's all kinds of fancy wildlife in this one. Swimming around. Don't tell me to check it out. You don't know. It could be a man-eating fish. Can't trust anything in this game. You just admire it from afar. No. Not us. We're not going to reload after we make mistakes. Fish. Could you get up on that? Give me the fish. This boat caught a fish. No, that didn't happen. That ain't me. Look at that. We found gold. We wouldn't have found that gold if we were checking out every fish in the sea. Alright. Well, I know that there's some lizards. And an island, and there's some fish. And there's a boat. We did a lot of mighty fine exploring. Oh dang, it's 11 already? You don't know anything about this game, Gato. Not only do you have a very specific wheelhouse of games that interest you on a personal playing level, also, you don't touch them PC games. I know you. I know your life. You can't fool me. I'm on to you. Swimming in the rain, swimming in the rain. What a wonderful feeling. I'm happy again. That jumped in the harbor tip hasn't helped me at all. I've done nothing successful with that tip. This seems treacherous. You know? Here's the thing, though. Let's get another save going. It's fine. Here's the thing. It's 11. And I really need to be better about ending at 11 because my sleep habits are miserable. I can alt-tab now because who cares if it does the thing. Aha! It is about that time, yes. But, you know, thanks for hanging out, all y'alls. It's been a blast. It's Thursday. I don't normally stream on Friday. The fiance sometimes is like, you just stream all the time with your free time. So usually I at least guarantee her that I'll hang out with her Friday. I feel like probably sometime over the weekend there'll be some more streaming. I think I'm gonna get Soul Reaver working too because I want to play that also. So I might flip-flop the games, you know, Gothic 2 and Soul Reaver run in tandem. Soul Reaver has a finite conclusion that is relatively short, whereas I feel like Gothic 2 might be the rest of my life for a while. So it'll be good to have another game going that will end and we can replace with something else. I have Monday off from work because my work's weird and we're usually busy during some other holiday, so they're like, you could have Columbus Day off, even though like no one cares about Columbus Day anymore because everyone's just kind of accepted that Columbus was kind of a scumbag, I guess. But I have it off anyway. All the same, I'm happy to take the day off, which means that Monday I'll probably be starting earlier, probably, or I'll be starting randomly during the day. Do something. But probably over the weekend too. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you all. Until next time.